In the heart of a lush valley between rolling hills, the village of Zolani thrived. A land of untamed beauty, it was blessed with golden savannas, ancient baobabs, and the soothing murmur of the Maloney River. Zolani was no ordinary village, it was a community held together by love, tradition, and the deep, resonating rhythm of the drums that told its stories. Naledi was born on a night when the moon was full, her cries mingling with the croaking of frogs and the distant roar of lions. Her mother, Tandai, named her Naledi, meaning a star, for she believed her daughter would shine even in the darkest times. From a young age, Naledi was drawn to the drum circle that gathered every evening in the center of the village. Her small hands would tap the wooden benches, mimicking the rhythms, while her heart danced to the music of her people. The elders often said, "This child has the soul of Zolani in her bones." Life in Zolani was simple but not without challenges. Droughts came and went, and the harvest often depended on the whims of the rain. When Naledi was 8, tragedy struck. Her father, Dlamini, a fisherman, drowned during a fierce storm on the river. His body was never found, and the family was plunged into sorrow. Though heartbroken, Tandai worked tirelessly to provide for Naledi. She took up weaving and spent long nights creating intricate baskets to sell at the market. But no matter how hard she tried, the space where Dlamini once stood could not be filled. Naledi, too, felt the void. She stopped joining the drum circle and spent her days by the river, hoping to feel her father's presence in the gentle waves. The laughter that once lit her eyes faded, and the village grew worried. The elders decided something had to be done. One day, an old man named Baba Zoma, the village drum maker, visited Naledi by the river. His hands were weathered, and his back bent with age, but his spirit was as vibrant as the first drumbeat of dawn. "I see the pain in your eyes, little star," he said. "But you must remember, the drum does not stop beating because of one broken rhythm. It finds a way to play on." He handed her a small drum, its surface stretched tight with leather and adorned with carvings of the Maloney River. "This is for you. Let your heart speak through it." Reluctantly, Naledi accepted the gift. That night, in the privacy of her heart, she struck the drum. The sound was deep and resonant, like a heartbeat. With each beat, she felt her soul easing, as if the drum was speaking for her. As the weeks passed, Naledi began to play the drum in the evenings. Slowly, her joy returned. The village noticed, and soon she was invited to join the drum circle again. Her rhythms were different now, raw and powerful, echoing both pain and hope. One evening, as the village gathered for a festival, Naledi played a song she called Iselilo, meaning the cry. It was a tribute to her father and all those who had faced loss. The sound of her drum filled the air, and many wept, but they also danced. Her music reminded them of their shared struggles and resilience. Years passed, and Naledi grew into a young woman. She became the heartbeat of Zolani, her drum connecting generations. She taught children the rhythms of their ancestors, ensuring the stories of the village were never forgotten. Her music brought travelers from far and wide, and Zolani prospered in ways it never had before. Naledi's mother, Tandai, watched with pride as her daughter transformed sorrow into something beautiful. She often said, "Naledi, you have shown us that even in darkness, the drum will find its rhythm." One fateful day, many years later, Naledi passed away peacefully under the shade of a baobab tree. The entire village mourned, but they also celebrated her life with a drum circle that lasted 3 days and nights. Her drum was placed in the village square, a symbol of hope, resilience, and Zolani's enduring spirit. To this day, the children of the village gather around it, creating new rhythms while honoring the old. And so, the heartbeat of Zolani continues, carried by the drums, the river, and the stars above.